Hello everyone and welcome back to Steel Division 2. Today I have an interesting game I saw in the Discord and it pitted 7th EST versus 4th Fallschirmjäger. So I thought the very best versus the very worst should be an interesting combo. So let's take a look at the deck real quick. We have here Schneider Klaus with para exploratori, well, like a lot of recon in A phase, nothing for B or C, which is weird, really. Lots of C phase infantry, my lord. 18 parachudisti, 24 para d'assalto. These are the CQC, and 18 FS Jäger ZF. Now, these aren't the best FS Jäger, but I mean, they do have a sniper, so that's good. But I think I would have preferred, I don't know. It doesn't matter. They have a sniper. It's good. And you have these guys who are cheap as well to use. So, I mean, it's the best of both worlds, really. You get 4 Stug M42, some Panthers in B, and Tigers double vetted in C. And then we get an Elephant with that. Some Sturmpanzer 4, more Stugs for support. We get some NAG 4500, which are excellent as long as you keep them moving. Because they are the right kind of 37 mil, and but yeah, you have to get them moving, and then you do have, wow, you have a lot of these 172 mil. I don't like these guys personally, because they die easily. I found that the bigger the artillery piece is, the faster it dies. Don't worry, I will close that Discord for the game, but yeah, so I don't really like them, but whatever, you know. I mean, with Fort Fallschirmjäger, you're good with the mortars because they have radio. You don't really need more than that. But of course, heavy artillery is always, you know, kind of needed, and it's your only choice. So why not? All right, he's going with some HE-111 Recon, the C-205V. Got some Fokker-Wulf as well, fighter bombers, and he's got the Alcione, which is really your only choice for late game bombing. If you do have the Fokker-Wulf, you don't really need the Veltro. And the problem with the Veltro is they're so fast that they'll often just miss their target because of it, or they'll fly right by. Whereas I like these guys because they're less fast, obviously, so they stay behind target a little bit more. Although they only have two 20 mil bullets, but if you micromanage your plane, it's more than enough. He's missing out on these guys. They're really cool to use. They might not be that powerful because they have medium resilience. So with heavy AA, they might not, you know, be the best, but they do shoot at 850 meter range, and they do have 4 210 HE rocket, which is very good for soft target or suppressing a tank, if you will. Lots of good options too, and he has taken the one with the 3 250 kilogram bombs. I personally prefer that one. I think it's more effective. But anyway, it is still, you know, it is still 3 250 kilogram bombs. It should do the work pretty well. All right, then let's go take a look at his opponent. We are going to take a look at Tonoman using 7th EST Lasker Divis. Once my favorite division in the entire game. I used to play it often. It always sucked, you know, it never really was that good, but I had a lot of victories with them. I was making them work, and then the AA buff came around, so it kind of negated. You would depend a lot on the Yak 7 and LA 5N, but not being able to depend on these Yak 7B was really detrimental to that division. So the AA buff kind of killed it, but it was still possible to play it, right? And then the new patches and updates with the infantry buff, now that totally killed the division because you would depend a lot on these Mustad. And now for 20 points, these Mustads are absolutely horrible. They're great. They were great. And they did a lot of damage. They used to have a machine gun and cost 25 points. They removed the machine gun. Or was it 20? Then they were 15, and then they were back to 20. Anyway, they had a lot of changes, and basically it makes the division kind of useless nowadays. So I really want to see what happened in that game. We have Pioneer, PPS, some cutie whatever leaders in A phase. They get 4, so that's good. Laskervid SVT, DP, you know, the regular kind of stuff you see with the Soviets. The Kulipildurid as well, 10 PPSH. Oh my lord, I am tired, and it is the middle of the afternoon. And the last Kurid. Now, we're not going to see any Mustad Mentlid. I'm pretty bummed about that. I was expecting to see whole waves of them. Yeah, I'm pretty bummed about that. Alright, so we're going to see some T26 as well. Churchill 4, KV1 all in A phase. Also KV1 leader in A phase. And we're getting some T3476 in B phase. There is no more other choices. I used to enjoy having the Churchill in B phase and just having a lot of them, or either having them in C. Yeah, because you can only get the KV in A phase. So yeah, the Churchill in A phase. You can get these guys in B phase too, which is cool because honestly, with the KV1, you do have enough tanks, you know. But anyway, you get the trifecta here, the HE, machine gun, and flamer that are fast. You get some M42s, which are great. You do have access to a lot of M42s in this deck. I used to take one in each phase. The M42 is just great. It's just really great. It's good. I'm surprised you didn't take the WC52, which is faster than the Studebaker. Maybe an oversight. Oh, no. I'm sorry. That was my bad. I went to... Anyway, and SU-76, SU-85, all in A phase, and more SU-76 1-star as well. You could go 2 cards of SU-76 in B. That makes 8 double vetted. Now he's got 9 1 vetted. And, yeah, but I don't know why he felt the need for more anti-tank. I guess, you know, if you're playing... Oh, he is playing on a Vanguard income. Roger that. Alright, and then we've got some 37 mil and some M22, Andriusha 300 mil, A20 Boston, which are great recon because obviously they're huge and the bigger the better. You've got the LA7, some IL2s, both in A phase cluster, and the Terminator, the Year 2 with 3 1K bombs, and these actually kill airplanes too, believe it or not. But I do have on multiple videos, on 2 videos, an instant where this plane actually killed Fokker-Wulf because they have 3 guns, so they can defend themselves well. I believe all 3s are behind. You get 1 up here, and I think there's 2 here. Yeah, there's 2 here. So they actually punch quite the punch actually. So I mean, when you get a lot of them, just 1 will probably die. Anywho, let's get to the game. That's what you're interested in anyway. Alright, so the map is going to be Ostrono. We have Tonomen in the red and Schneiderklasse on the blue side. Vanguard versus Balance. It is somewhat of a good map for 7th EST, but it is also an horrible map for 7th EST in the sense that if the enemy has a way to control the open, you'll be hard-pressed for victory. But most flags, a lot of the flags are inside the forest. So this is one special map where it can actually be good for both players. Now, Tonoman will open a lot in this road, which is normal. This is what you do on this map, because the red player will always try to get into that flag. Flamer dies. Pioneers are making their way. And they can shoot it. The 50 mil will surely be bad press for Schneiderklasse. Para Esploratori coming in against the Flamers, but there is a SPW AB43 here. Powerful tool. Will kill them, no doubt. There's Lascurid SVT as well. D-Zip here dies. There's a Lascurid that's going to unload here, but Tonoman will lose that flags pretty easily. There's not a lot here, though. Will be easy for him to recapture. Over here, we have an engagement of Flamers versus Recon and Parachutisi. Flamer will probably end up dying, but the Parachutisi before. IL-2 cluster will get hard pressed by the NAG 3000, 4000, whatever, 4500. There you go. Flamer actually won the engagement. IL-2 going back. 50 mil will try to, is actually just putting smoke on it. Oh, and there you go. The Veltro will actually kill that IL-2. Now, the speed I was talking about that is usually detrimental to you was of great use to Schneider Klaus here. So obviously, you know, it is relative to what division you're playing, what's the situation you're playing, and whatnot. But yeah, that was a hard loss for Tonoman. He's got the KV-1 here with Su-85, P-353 sniper. T-26 coming in. T-26 and T-70 will be able to kill these. But they are the Canoni here and the Stug M42 and M43 watching closely. Jaggers will get shot by these dudes. And the Maxim machine gun. Over here, the Parachutisi won the engagement. There is a sniper here from Tonoman, which will be highly useful for any transport that wants to come around here. But he did lose the flag, so he might, maybe he'll bring something around to recapture this. Seeing as he knows there's nothing there. Stug M43 will die. Does have really great penetration value though, and at a great distance, but there you go. T-70 Razvika dies to the 3 250 kilogram bombs. Lascurid SVT will not make it out of here alive. There's a KV-1 that could come for that. I guess he's more interested in keeping this safe. Su-85 will follow suits against the M43. KV-1 misses, and Su-85 gets the kill. Flak 88 already in the open there will definitely kill that KV-1. Tonoman doesn't see that, obviously. He sees it now. He should. There you go. There you go. Will he put smoke? He won't, so he will probably die as a result right now. Bounce. Well, it bounced. Actually, this one penetrated. And there you go. Now he dies. He's got another KV-1 he could use. He's gonna take some artillery to quickly discard of this 88. T-26 survives. Will now get some work on that infantry. Oh wow, those are massive. Those Focke-Wulf are doing quite the work. Vetro has open range as well. There is still no AA in the air. Maxim machine gun coming in to take advantage of this opening. He really needs some anti-air and quick. But hard-playing players like him, they don't usually invest in anti-air. I mean, the way he sees it is this is 100 points more he could get on the ground. He might get anti-air. I wish he does. I hope he does, I mean. Oh, miss from that 88. Nice shot here from that P-353. This could kill. Wow, that's a lot of shots. $12 rounds per minute. This is good. Good stuff. Good stuff. T-26 will get killed by that Gerlich most likely. Gerlich miss. Tonoman misses that. He will retreat that 52P, but the 88 already dead. And there you go. Finally, some 37 mil gonna be coming close to the leader. Maxim M42 doing some good work here. Over here, we've captured the flag with just this guy. So after all, there was no... And I guess he's not afraid of losing that flag and having to fight for it back, as these guys won't do that well in the forest. And Tonaman will excel in the forest. So I'm guessing he's not that worried about this. Veltro still doing some good work. He has bad resilience though, so as soon as this 2-star 37 mil unload, it's going to look bad for him. He's got that 122 mil in the middle of the road there. Take advantage of that hit rounds. And there you go, right on top of it. But he is turning back, so it's probably going to be safe. Yeah, it looks like he'll be safe. FS Jaegers with their sniper being really annoying around here. HE-111 will be coming. He might have done that to save that that Veltro. LA-5 will take the lead on that and kill that HE-11. NAG 4500 might get the kill on that LA-5 though. Doesn't. LA-5s, they're really good fighters. They're not that solid, but you can usually do very well with them, especially in A phase. T-26 dead from these two M42. KV-1 is coming though. And an M42. That M42 will kill that thing. Out of HE shell too. There you go. Loader wounded. Soon that NAG will have to retreat or risk the consequences. Fokker Wolf can't do it. This is... Oh. It is now back to 1-star 37 mil. I thought for sure he would have stayed over there. Gerlich dead. KV-1 coming in. Not afraid of these Jaegers without AT weapon. But it says they do. It says they have AT weapon, but they really don't. They don't. They are not tank busters. He's actually not going to retreat. He's staying there. 3-star KV-1 for a little bit anyway. There you go. 50 mil will take out these parachutisti. KV-1 will take out that NAG for 4500. Man, that is so bold of him to stay there. Why is he not moving? There you go. Took him a while. How he's so slow. But that guy is slow too. There you go. Tonoman will keep... He's actually pushing the MG now that he's controlled the entire thing. He's going to move that MG over here. That thing doesn't have a lot... Yeah, there you go. Now, it could keep going to hide in that direction. Schneider-Class is not even bothering trying to recapture this road. Recapturing this road is essential, and this forest is essential to his survival. 1410 for Tonoman. But yeah, as soon as you lose this forest, you absolutely have to recapture that. You cannot just let it go. Not on this map. Right, yes, you can reinforce here to get better troops here, but you absolutely have to get back here. You have to create a front line ranging from this village all the way to that village. And you create a front line here with machine guns, HE support weapon, then you bring some infantry, and then you bring some tanks, and then you push, because otherwise, oh man, otherwise you're asking for a bad time. Killsy, thank you, the you could. These planes are doing a hell of a job. Churchill's still trying to get there. There's another one here. These guys have 115 mil, 1500 range, so it is pretty good. There's an 88 here. Not gonna do too well because, you know, there is artillery. There is some HE support. He really has to stay far and on the move. 37 mil, now back to 2-star. KV1 should, well, we'll see. I guess we'll see. Oh, presenting the side. Loader wounded, bounce. Now the front is facing, and there you go. Dies from the heat rounds. Maybe the AP, maybe. I don't know. Died anyway. Nag 4500. Wow, that is dangerous, dangerous play. He should really retreat this. Out of sight, out of mind. LA5, 820 Boston doing some good work here. And these guys are now going to be engaging soon, the Parachutisi. Su-76 coming in as well. Panther and some Panzer now in the game as we approach Phase B. 17-7 though for Schneider Klaus. He had to be quicker here now. Tonoman has one hell of a front line that will be hard to destroy. The 81 mil with radio is good. There is no radio run here though, so that's an issue. M42 will die. Churchill 4 dies. Killed one of them. M42 will have to retreat and dies actually. He's being too passive around here. Too passive. 16-8. It's the time to be bold, and the infantry should have come with all this support. The infantry should have come over here. What's good with that is that you can take a look at where the enemy is. You bring infantry, you know, the support unit will start shooting at you. You can then reply with your stuff at longer range. He's desperately trying to get back into here. He might win. There is a lot of reinforcement coming for this flag. But he is losing 3 flag by losing here. Losing this means the opponent can get the top on this hill, and now there you go. With the nag, this is at least going to close this flag. Will it? It should. He's calling a Panther here. He only needed an infantry or something. That Panther would be better used over here as he pushes forward. There you go. FS Jaggers with snipers should be kept at a 1K distance from this opening. There's no one here now. Now's the time, you know, like he should know there's no one shooting at him. So that's his cue to get some infantry around. You get the infantry here, you move. A20F Boston. Test the defense. Will not die. Andriusha 300 mil coming in as well. We'll probably hit these two side by side. KV1 kind of taunting them. Gonna die soon. Still alive. There you go. He's recaptured the area around here. Su-76 combined with a T-34 and Churchill coming as well will do some good work. And there you go. That thing is dying next round. Et voila. Tonoman sees that his opponent moves, so he's gonna plan ahead and put on return fire. He might adjust his aim now that these guys have stopped. A good way to have these guys stop moving is also to put people in front of them. He might just decide to shoot there, though. Yes, he is. Maybe a couple rounds. Oh, they have stopped, so there you go. Full blown. Oh, dies from that Su-85. Sturmpanzer also dies. Everyone dies. And there you go. Su-85 dies from that Flak 88. Tonoman missed the opportunity to remove him. These guys will retreat in the face of a Panther, seen by I don't know who. Mostly, most likely one of these guys. The problem I'm seeing here is that Schneider Klaus is concentrated on recapturing the flanks before recapturing this. But this is key here. With this, you can recapture your flank because you can go here, you can go here, you can go here. You have access to everything in that little wood. Panther being bold, but the KV-1 will now die. And there you go. Bad move from Tonoman here. It doesn't look like they're seeing him. Oh yeah, he does. Nice work with the smoke, but too close to the front line. The Su-76 was able to get on the side and will now be able to shoot at these guys. The M22 will most likely die from that much. Oh yeah. 15-9. Panther doing some solid work here, but these guys were redirected towards this hill. Su-76 could do some damage against the Panther at close range, you know. And they are effective HE lobbers. It's just an overall a good support weapon. More artillery coming. Oh, they're firing direct line of sight. That Panther will move over there. Could cost him dearly as the 122 is still here. Oh, these guys are being shot at. That Andriusha is in a difficult spot as well. If that Panther sees that, he sees that. Tonoman is trying to move him out of sight, and doesn't work, unfortunately. $14-10 for Schneider Klaus. Over here, we've recaptured the open ground. Lascarid DP coming in with an SVT as well. This guy's going to be good. And then as soon as they take care of this one will be able to move in. There is a Gustatori Para. Probably not going to be able to compete against the Tenko Desantniki. But it depends. They only have 2 Molotov cocktails too. Direct line of sight, M122 going on these 88 most likely. Not even. There you go. Manually targeting now, I bet. Completely missed the mark there. And that probably will kill him. Missed the mark again. There you go, kills it. Fokker Wolf coming in. Might kill it. Survives. 2 LA7 coming in. Oh, that's a kill. And there you go. Down in an instant. Artillery pieces being used very aggressively here to great use. Now, of course, we'll die now. And there's no infantry, really. There you go. There you go. Had to do that a long time ago. Infantry is being called back into the middle. Over here, we've captured this with a T-34 in the end. And there you go. I doubt he's gonna make it. Maybe. Should have made like a little tack. But he's going directly for it. Year 2. The beast in action. Oh, it looks like he'll make it. Oh, man, this is going to kill everything and everyone. Oh, I love that plane. And there you go. 1, 2, 3. And we see them falling there. He might die. They are pretty weak. And there you go. Does pin everyone down. Su-76 moving. These guys moving unarmed too. Oh my lord, he kept the Panther out of... Oh my god, what a notorious mistake. He's got the recon. You put it here, and you put your Panther here as well. My god. Why? This is the worst decision he could have made, and it allowed these guys to come in. The Su-76 is taking the surrenders anyway. LA-5 will retreat. Panther capturing point for the moment being. He's playing a dangerous game though. Oh my lord, might die one shot? Yeah, he does. Over here, there's 2 of them. He might try this again. Gotta be careful for that Parada Soto. But it's only 100-meter range, I think. Yeah. Still. Oh my, oh no. He's, oh no. Why are you using your Panthers at 1K range? It doesn't make any sense. Tonoman is sacrificing his T-34. He was able to turn in time. But oh no, in that shooter knocked down. APCR will do the job here for sure. There's nothing else to save him. That T-34-76 unfortunately dies to that Panther. Come on. He's now shooting. How is this happening? Su-75 might finish the job as well. Shooter knocked down again for 8 seconds. This will definitely be the killing blow. Driver knocked out. Su-85 miss as he's only has 1 vet. There you go. Falling back. Will die now. To the T-34-76. Very nice pincer maneuver by Tonoman. Oh, wow. More surrenders from the Su-76 if that leader dies. C-205 dies now. Leader dead. And this is game. 13-11 though for Tonoman. Oh man, using your Panthers like that at the 500-meter range CQC combat is a very dangerous game to play. Very dangerous game. What happened here? Gets a side shot. will try to go back for it and risk it. Bounce. Now he's dead. Not even. Still got a one shot left. Oh, what? Oh man, and this is why you don't want to use your Panthers at close range, especially not against tank destroyers. Now the Tigers finally came around, but too little, too late. I wonder if he had the balls to move that Panther like that because of the previous engagement where the Su-76 took a whole lot to eventually kill that Panther, or if he just, I don't know, 23 to 23. So good engagement from both players. Not a lot of kill. Su-76, T-34-76 got a Panther, so that's always great. Andriusha as well. That's expected of it, though. And that last Su-76 got the Panther, too. That's a lot of Panthers. And do you really need Panthers against a division like 70 ST? No, you don't. But in a way, you're playing Fort Fallschirmjägers. You don't have a lot of other options except for the AT tab. Overall, his units did good, you know. But yeah, other than the AT tab, let's go take a look. I rarely play Fort Fallschirmjäger, if ever. Let's go take a look. I don't like playing the most OP divisions, but I do have first DFL in my group. I got Duddy, but that's because I'm practicing for the tournament. It is in my deck for the Kingdom of Steel tournament. And Boninara, Curina. I got a good deck here, I think. I mean, Curina is very hard to play, but that's the appeal too. You can't say you're a good player if you always play the best divisions, you know. Second guard, in my opinion, second guard is very strong. It's a very strong division. You pretty much got everything you need, and these P-He2s, that's everything you need basically. Anyway, yeah, Fort Fallschirmjäger. He didn't have much in the AT department, but he does have access to Pack 40s, and this is why, in my opinion, you'd want Pack 40s. You absolutely, like, why do you get the elephant? You don't need an elephant in 1v1, okay? You've got Panthers and Tigers, you don't need that elephant. Remove that. AB cards of Pack 40s would have done wonders in that game. You also don't need those Veltro. They've done nothing that the Fokker Wolf couldn't have done. Although it is true they did kill that bomber, but I don't know. You got 49 points left. Just remove something, get 2 points, and get something more useful. Because, you know, you do have these guys as fighters if you want. You have excellent anti-air units. You don't really need fighter planes. Now that's 2 more points. You only need 1 more to get another cards of Pack 40s. Why do you get that? Remove these guys. Get another card of Pack 40 for the long game. Is he playing on a balance? Yeah, he's playing balance. So, I mean, with these Pack 40s, could have done a lot of difference in that game. He didn't have time to get these guys. Remove the B phase. You're never going to spend 145 points in B phase on artillery unless you're already winning the game. You know, so this is not needed, and it's 3 more points that you can now use, and you've got 5 total points now. Because we removed some of these, so this will have you're playing Fort Fallschirmjägers without the AS-42. A little bit of a mistake, a little bit, and you might take them in B phase, but by that time they're not that useful. And personally, I take these guys as well because it's my favorite tank, but you really don't need them. Then you just get some of Clara, double vetted, and then you got your recon for the entire game, and you get Jeep recon going with your Panthers and Tigers, and you get 4 good infantry recon. And then you still got 2 more points for something else, anti-air, or 1 airplane maybe. Can't go wrong with more anti-air, especially if we remove that fighter there. And so, or these are good for strafing. You don't use them as anti-air. You use them to strafe the enemy. At 70 points, they're really not expensive. And you do get a lot of them. Okay, I would probably take these guys as a meme. But, you know, they are good if you use them correctly. But there is better stuff that can help you win the game here. These guys could. You know, why not just get a cheaper options than these guys? These guys are great, but a cheaper option is always welcome. Or you could even get it in A phase. But by A phase, you don't have a lot of AA to protect the slower thing. So maybe more B phase. This could be good. But like I said, you can also go... There you go. You can also go that route. And get 6 more Flak 88s. You don't really need it, okay? But you could. There's a lot of things you can do by rearranging. It depends on your playstyle a lot, you know? You could get 2 2-star, Flak 20 mil, get these guys in B phase. Now if you've got 8 of them, get this guy in C phase. And that's like going for the long game. Because you already got Panthers, why do you need Flak 88s, right? There's a couple of instances here that he got the Flak 88 and would have been better with the Panther. 1-star Tigers are plenty, honestly. These Tug M42, they're kind of shit. Go for that Panther. You already have some good AT stuff here. Let me just recheck this, though, to make sure. 1 2K range. That 2K range could have saved him early game. This is good because it has 2K range HE. This is not good because it has 75 mil. It's not even 2K range, so you can safely like you have the Stone Panther. You don't need these guys. They do though. Nah, they do 70. Nah, no, you don't need these guys. There 8 Kubel ammo here. That's fine. That's very good. Well, now we got 48 points. We could get another card like that. We could get this. This is good for early phase, for A phase anti-air. You get 2 cheaps. You bring probably you bring these one first, and then you can manage where the enemy airplanes is. You can actually move it around. So it's good to have cheap option, especially in a deck where infantries are quite expensive. That's a lot of AA, okay? That's a lot. You've got more than enough with that. And the Flak 88 is just basically going on the long game. You're playing a balance with all of these infantry in C phase. Might as well get everything else to support them. This is how I play anyway. What else could we change here? I'd probably remove this guy myself. I would. The 581 mil radio mortar is more than enough. And then you got 2 more points. These LG40 are not that great. They're 1500 meter, which doesn't make them as good as the LG42. They're not bad, but there's better, you know? You could get this. I'm sorry, but this is the ultimate long game Fort Fallsham. Yeah, you cannot lose with that. You cannot lose with that deck. Let's revisit the early phase, though. A phase, you have these guys, and these guys, they are AA as well, you know? They're very good AA. So Well, I mean they're 20 mil, but still, they're good AA. Which means you could remove this guy entirely. These guys have more bullets anyway. These guys have 540. So now you have these two that are mobile, and you've got these two as well. These two, you use them as an emergency AA. You know, they're used to really push the front line. Um, get these guys with the Panther. Can't ask for more. You've got the Galich here, which is great, but you could be taking the bazooka instead. I mean, the Galich is great, don't get me wrong, and it's 1k range, but it's always good to have bazooka unit um, to ambush the enemy. What else could we get? Another plane? I think we've got a lot of planes here. I guess you could take the fighters if you really want them. Um, personally, I would just use the Fokker 190, especially with all this AA. What would I spend it on? You don't need that. You could always use it for ammo, but we only got the mortars. I guess I'd go for that BF-110. And two of them. You could move this guy over here as well. But yeah, leave it in B. You got enough anyway. Now we still have 49 points. But I feel like this deck is good. Let's revisit the infantry tab. First of all, well, that's up to each, but I would rather get someone that can move and that has better armor. I would go for that. That way you can survive better. Just me anyway. Yeah, that tab. Parachutisti and A phase, that's good. Pioneers, it's fine. FS Jaegers, ZF. Well, they are expensive, so A phase. I feel like A phase is fine for expensive infantry, personally. Gustatori Para in B phase. I don't get why the 1-star. They do have 3 Berettas, and you do get 10 of them. He's got more pioneers in B phase with the FG42. Alright, yeah, just keep the 1-star. That's fine. But you're missing out on frontline infantry here a lot. Wanna take a look at that. Forget these pioneers and just put some frontline infantry. You could even go with the parachutisti if you want cheaper. They're fine. Parachutistis are fine. They're not the best, but they're fine. Especially if you get them to 3-star, you know. Yeah, that seems a little bit better to my taste. I find like there's a lot of pioneers here. Who do you remove? That's the question. To have those two pioneers. Maybe you don't. The Fort Fallschirmjäger Pioneer looks like they're really good. These guys have the FG42. These guys have 3 Beretta. You know, it's not bad. 0.45, 1.2, 0.8. Basically, in close quarter, they do the same amount of damage, except the Stone Pioneers has flamers. Yeah, I'd probably go with the flamers. Flamers, unvet these guys, and parachutisti, and you're just fine with that. Then over here in C phase, where you've got most of your income, he's got parachutisti. I disagree with that. Get the good one and get a lot of them. And over here, snipers could be good. I don't know though. It is very expensive. It is very expensive. They didn't do that good. They don't do that good unless, you know, of course, at a 750-meter range, then they get both of these weapons, of course. But you probably want more spam than anything else in sea phase. I don't really like the parachutisti just because they have 8 strength. How many? These guys have 10. It makes them more survivable. He's got them here unvetted. That's a big mistake. There you go. Here, you might actually get the FS Jaggers with the sniper here. More FS Jaggers in B. And we've got 2 line infantry here. There's my mistake. There's too much line infantry here. Yeah, let's remove these guys. Put these. That's a lot of unit. That's a lot of units in sea phase. Let's do this. There you go. That's probably what I would go to war with. Do I have a B face frontline? Yeah, the parachutisti. You get these guys. You probably didn't use all of them in A phase. Well, I wouldn't. I usually do good with 12 infantry unit in A phase. So having having 18 of them for me would be plenty. Because basically the way you play Steel Division 2 is it's a support and road game. It's not an infantry game. You know, it's not a tank game. It's all about the support that you have and and the roads that you control. Granted, there's not a lot of support now in this division that he's making use of. He doesn't even have. Oh my lord, he doesn't have machine guns. I just and the flamers. Oof, that changes a lot of things. I didn't even notice that at first. At least get 5 MG42. At least get that. Generally speaking, you need the flamers to get on flag fast. That would have saved him quite the fight in this game. But you know, he does have these guys. They are fast too. 85, and over here we're at clocking at 90. That changed a lot of stuff. Let's remove this guy. Alright, let's remove this guy. And put the flamers. Flamers, machine gun. And in this case, you could be using the LG40 to replace the IG-18. It wouldn't be a bad idea, but now we need 2 more points. Where can we get 2 more points in this deck? I mean, this is not a bad tool to have in A phase. You only get 2 of them, though. So, yeah, you probably want these guys. Okay, I guess you can do without the LG40. You've got more than enough here anyway. And these Fokker Wolves should do some good work. We got 1 point. Let's get this guy. Well, you know what? There you go. This is the true thing I would do, is get this BF-110 in A phase. And what you do is you suppress the enemy. With these guys, suppress the infantry and the support weapon. With these guys, you don't really need that much infantry in C phase. So why not get these guys unvetted, and then at least you get a little bit of CQC. 12 line infantry is plenty when you get like all of this support here. The MG42 and the flamers. Yeah, this is the deck I would go with. I will save it. I'll put it in the comments if you want to use the deck for yourself. Export. Alright, everyone. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I will see you for the next one. Goodbye.